Alright, let's check out this 3v3 you sent me. So I'm thinking, usually I play a lot more defensive when I'm playing in lower rank. Kinda can't trust teams. Alright, so right off the bat, you can see you have one boost, but you could have gotten to that pad to the right of you, and then been able to jump a little later. And then probably still scored it, because that's definitely your goal. Well, it would have been able to make a play for it, but... Yeah, so that's a little better in terms of not going too far back. Yeah, rotate to the goal. Definitely. I would say that was your bad. He thought you were going to rotate to the goal. Okay, so jump now if you want to try to get it like hitting more. Well, you have to jump with momentum. You can't jump into standstill. That was what the problem was here. I mean, I guess you made that guy. Oops. Come on. You made this guy miss, so that's something. But yeah, it doesn't really put it in a good place for anybody else. Okay, I wasn't really paying attention. Okay, so here's something here. Maybe that's fast enough to be able to read. Just looking at it with my naked eye, it kind of seemed like it would be, or slow enough to be able to read it, but that's tough. Alright, so as soon as he's trying to blocking you out, you could have made that relatively useless since you just braked. Braked here, let him go past you. But you were trying to turn left, and you couldn't get past him. That guy didn't even mean to hit you, I guarantee that. Yeah, I would do the same thing. I don't know who's on your team here. Or I can just, Spider is kind of an idiot. Let me see what he looks like here. Yeah. Yeah. I probably would have done the same thing. just wonder what, like... Because it's so slow here. Okay, he missed. See, this is where, like, being in gold is very hard, because no one can really communicate what's going on in this corner. From here, it's hard to know where your teammate is, so you make a safer decision and back off. Your teammate is also backing off, because in his point of view, it does look a little confusing. So it's hard to really blame anyone here, but it needed to be taken care of somehow. At that point, you could just go and hit it. Let me try to think here. I don't know, it's rough, because you could be thinking, all right, well, my teammate's going to come up and hit it right now. Anyway, that's why gold sucks. I mean, that's why solo standard, or just solo 3's at all, kind of sucks. I'm not sure I would have changed out of ball cam here. I don't know if that's something I should or shouldn't be doing. But who knows. Anyway, the hit that you want to put on this from here, you definitely got your two buddies going up. Maybe one person's rotating back. But in my eye, I'm thinking, okay, if I can hit this high and way along the wall, then I'm doing my job. The hit is not so good here. Yeah, I need to hit that higher. You just gave it to him. So it's always dangerous to be this passive, but still continuously, slowly coming up. That's going to put you in no man's land. So you got to make a decision. You got to commit to something. Doesn't matter how there's traffic there and it's awkward, but you got to do something, because even if you are like, okay, well, this is awkward, but at least I'll go challenge it. You're making Nut Dorb, put a bad touch on the ball, and it'll probably go to the guy behind you. Let's see if I can say this another way. He's not really doing his job. Somebody needs to be back. And the thing is, I'm going to look from his perspective in a second. He knows you're there. I mean, you're definitely in his view. Even if he has ball cam on, I'm pretty sure he should know you're there. We're going to check to see in a second. He should make himself the back man, is what I'm thinking. Oh, God, this is even worse. He's pulling a Nick here. And you're making it a little awkward. I mean, he's doing everything wrong, I think. But you need to be faster. I would say, like, right around here, or maybe even sooner. You either challenge the ball at this point, or you kind of turn left and challenge the ball somewhere along the wall where he's about to hit it. Because even if you miss a lot, you're making him hit the ball instead of control the ball, and that ball will go somewhere over here where your back guy should be. Let me see if I can do this back from your perspective, and then I'm going to go to his perspective and probably rip a new one. Alright, I think I went a little too far back, but... This is something that I've kind of learned recently too, is in a way you're keeping that defense honest, or you're just putting a play on the ball. It's, even though you're not probably going to win, you're making him touch the ball in a way that he doesn't really want to. So challenge him. You got to challenge him either here or a second or two before. Crazy pinch. All right, let's see this. Let's see this guy. Okay, so in his perspective, he can't see you, but he needs to feel you. Or at least he needs to ask himself, and this is what I would do. Right here. I would be like, okay, where's my other guy? I would right stick a little left so you can see a little left, and I'm talking to him. Right stick a little left to see where Beak is. He doesn't do any of that. He doesn't know where you are, and he's not feeling you very well either, so he's putting himself in a terrible place. I'm going to go back even a little more. Okay, right now he knows where both of you are. He should still know exactly where you are. Me putting myself in this guy's shoes. Okay, Spider's right there. Beak is to the left, because I just saw him twice in the past 5 seconds, and that's where he was. And especially now that I'm here and Spider's right there, he's going to stay over there, because that's kind of his quadrant right now. So he's an idiot. And this is like typical gold. Challenge it. Even though you know you're going to lose this, challenge it. That's a good look. That's a really smart look. Because at this point I'm kind of thinking the same thing. Where's my buddy? I don't really know. I haven't seen him in a few seconds. Okay, that's an empty field. I'm going to go for it. Oh, there's my buddy. That may have thrown you off a little bit. Plus, this is kind of the gold mentality too, and I do the same thing. You're kind of looking at Japan, and you're like, oh, yeah, I guess he's going to keep going for it. Well, fine, I'll stay back here too. So you're doing smart. Okay, you had the right idea. The execution was terrible. Since this is twice that it's happened, I just got to tell you, aerials without momentum are going to go nowhere 90% of the time. So you need to jump forward instead of stopping and then jumping up. Yeah, here, I mean, you just got to make a guess for it. I mean, this is a sort of a pre-jump. Not really. It's already in the air. It might hit the wall. You got to be in the air. So I can pinpoint exactly what I would have jumped. Jump. That's what I would have jumped. Japan's going to be out of it. He's going to be rotating back. The guy who just hit it is going to put himself a little awkwardly because he bumped it up, but he's still going to be going for it as well. You got to challenge it. You got to challenge it here. It's going to be your best shot because I don't think there's going to be a better time to go for this ball, and where you are and positionally in the field and everything. This touch is now your responsibility. So you understood that part. You can't stop your momentum and then fly up like that. This is a spot where I would say, since you're practicing to be faster, just be faster. Damn the consequences. Just go for it. Miss wildly, but at least you'll start to understand the context and the situation, and then you'll start getting better at the timing at it. Hitting it this way, you're not going to get that timing. So that's how to be faster there. It's good. Bad shot. Oh, you're doing right. Okay, that's fine. No. Just stay smart here. They're the two guys up. Don't let this ball go past you. So you let them either score it or not score it. You're way too far close there. If you would have stayed more center and left more center and less up or left, then you would have been able to hit this ball. That could have been a goal for you. Could have been. Or at least a decent challenge. Right now you're at the wrong angle, he's at the right angle, so you are at a disadvantage at this next challenge. Yeah, I don't you're losing sight of the ball. Taking yourself out of ball cam is a little different when you're on the wall like this. Stay in ball cam here, because now you're out of it, and for half a second you're like, wait, where's the ball? And it's pretty disorienting. I would say stay in ball cam that whole time. That's fine. That's fine so far. I stay in ball camp for here. I'm not sure if the pros, in this situation, if the pros do or not. I mean, getting out of ball cam, you can still see the ball, you can still see the goal. So those are two good reasons to go into ball cam. Maybe it's just me at this point, but I stay in ball cam for stuff like this. Okay, so we need to make this a better, oops, too much, a better challenge somehow. Yeah, just too slow. I think the timing that you need to gain here is putting yourself in that guy's shoes and be like, okay, well, I got to know exactly when he's going to jump forward and just do it before then. I know you're kind of trying to catch up to the ball, whereas the ball's coming to him. Man, people do not know. Spider turned right around. Japan's turning right around. It's like, jump. Yeah, jump here. I mean, this is easy to see in hindsight. I'm not sure. I like to think I'd do better if that were me, because my instinct was, my spider sense was jumping. I was like, oh no, he's going to be too late. I probably would have stayed in ball cam there too. It's that's just disorienting to watch. If I don't see a good reason to not be in ball cam, when the ball goes up the wall like this, when the ball's on the ground and you're trying to control it, that's way different. It just, that twists my brain watching that happen real quick. I don't see a good reason. You can make a perfectly fine hit on the ball if it's in ball cam, just going up the wall. The reason people take themselves out of ball cam on the ground is because they wait until they're right next to the ball, and unless it's at a crazy angle, the camera doesn't, twist and turn so much. When it's going up the wall, the camera usually always twists and turns crazy when you take yourself out of ball cam. Usually. So a lot of this is gold, not knowing how to read your friendlies. This is kind of awkward. I wonder if there's a way you could have. I would have stayed. I would have stayed right here. Too much traffic. I would have never come up. Even when the ball's like that, you're so far away. Stay back. You gotta, because you're the back man. Now at this point, this is fine. You're like, well, now that I'm up here, I need to make a play on the ball to stall to let my other guys get back somehow. So not only bumped it, you got the boost back. That coming back here is so difficult because I haven't seen my guys since I came up to challenge the ball that was near the goal. I haven't seen my guys. Where are they? I'm sure they're going back. But you never know when they're going to turn around. You still don't see them. So you're probably thinking, all right, well, I'm facing the wrong way, so let me get out of here, and one of my guys will come up. Oh, where are they? I guess they're not coming up. I guess I'll turn around. And I'm guessing, at this point, one of your friendlies is right behind you. Yeah, he's right behind you. What is that? Okay. Okay, well, at least he hesitated after he turned around to see he was close to you. That's good on him. He should have scored that. So the incidental, like, unawareness by everybody, even at higher levels, everybody plays half a second safer because they don't know there's no trust, or not a lot of trust between their buddies. So that's what's going on here, and it turned out pretty good. You took a little bit of a risk by turning around, but you were like, well, when are they coming? When are they coming? That guy took a little bit of risk by turning around so late, but once he realized he turned around and he was so close to you, he actually backed off. And as soon as you made this one, now he's like, okay, now it's my turn. So the play turned out okay. He's just, wow, nice move. Too far back. Turn around here. No reason to keep going back. I mean, I guess he did turn around there, but I don't know. Initially, my instinct was like he's going too far back. I would have turned around earlier. Yeah, I would have turned closer to that other boost pad, just in terms of where. I don't know why I keep going back so much. Right by that boost pad, I would flip it, try to get that boost pad on my way back, and then maybe probably would have made a better play on this ball. Maybe. I mean, you still have to be able to play fast. Like if you turned around early and grabbed that other boost, you'd be probably closer to here, facing the right direction, probably, because you've already turned around. I mean, you're facing the right direction here as well. And then boom, make a double jump. That's also fast, but that's kind of what you got to do at this point. Hopefully that made some sense. Yep. It's not bad. Good recovery. Usually I'm terrible at recovering from that stuff. Shut up, Discord. I can't even disconnect from Discord, so let me. Oh, how do I get this guy? Yeah, that's good. Good out of ball cam. A little too awkward. You just needed to be in and out of ball cam a little quicker. Just get late to the land, but then get back on the ball so you can make a play on it. And then you were just too late, couldn't make a play on the ball. Why can I not just disconnect Discord? How am I on this guy again? Oh, that was really awkward. Indecision. You need to get there quicker. Even though you have no boost, there's nobody there. You got to get that ball before it hits the ground, or as it hits the ground, or something. Yeah. Yeah. Should have made a play on it. I can tell that you have a hard time reading your ally there, which I get. You can hear him, you can see him. You're like, he's right next to me. Is he going? Am I going? Is this guy still going? I wonder if there's anything I can say just to help you there. At this point, I probably would have been like, okay, I'm not going to go for it. Because the guy to my left is probably sitting there reading the ball. Maybe he's reading you like you're reading him. He could be having the same dilemma you are. Either way, most likely, people at this level, that guy to your left is going to go for it at some point. He's going to go for it at some point there. So as soon as your guy turned that way, I would have been like, all right, I'm just going to stay here. I would probably even backed up a little bit, got more in the center. Yeah. Then that ball there, this ball here would have been your play. Yeah, again, most of your aerials don't have enough momentum on them. That's why they're slow and the hits are weak. You needed that mid boost. I feel like you and Japan were kind of shadowing each other there for a long time. Yeah, right idea. Bad execution. Keep yourself in ball cam here, because putting yourself out of ball cam took away a large percentage of that field of view, so you can't tell if those guys are coming up to you or not. You can see two people to the left. Now you don't see either one of them. Now all you do is see the corner. I think you just sort of have like an insta out of ball cam when you're close to the ball. And you gotta have more reason than that to come out of ball cam. Alright.